welcome to another exciting episode of KOS. And today, I bring you probably the best villain from Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. Well, my best villain from Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. Today I bring you XM Studios Electro. Now I know you guys are saying Spider-Man's best villain. I'm talking about my best villain. I'm talking about a character that when I grew up, when I was younger, I swear, if in the beginnings, if you asked me to have a superpower, it was going to be the power over electricity. It was going to be that power to shock them. Because the shocker used vibration powers, so Electro actually used electricity. And when I first saw the statue, I was just like, it was utter amazement to me in the level of details and stuff that's on the statue, the anatomy and everything. But let's back it up. All right, so on last episode of ILP, I had Hip Hop Gamer on. Shout out to my boy Hip Hop Gamer. And I was telling him the story that I'm going to tell for Electro when how I almost tried to become Electro when I was younger. And he told me when he was younger, because he has a slight scar on the side of his mouth, that when he was younger he bit an electrical cord, a cord. It was an electrical cord, and he got shocked. I had such a similar experience. I was playing on the trains. You growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, you run the trains, and we're running on the trains, and we get into an empty train car, and I'm there with my friends, and we doing flips on the banisters and stuff like that, and we joking around. So they would have little murals up at the top. So one of the little murals was down, and I saw the light bulb. I reached in to touch the light bulb, not knowing that there was an exposed wire. Got electrocuted so hard that I thought somebody pushed me in my back. I fell down, got up, lucky to be alive today. But that's, wild stuff in your youth. I could have been a headline in the newspaper for all but I wasn't, and thankfully so. So I proceeded to read comic books with a different vigor when it came to Electro, because the level of currency that was flowing through my body at that moment, I didn't know what Spider-Man was going through when he fought Electro, and why he had to change his suit and get insulated boots and insulated gloves and use insulated webbing and all the stuff. I was so naive at a young age when it came to electricity and how dangerous it actually was. Well, Electro is probably the most dangerous villain that Spider-Man had. I would watch him on Saturday morning cartoons, and during the week too, they would have him in the morning on Spider-Man. Then I think he came on Spider-Man with his Amazing Friends, probably an episode or so, with Electro there, and Electro was always the highlight. Now it's two portraits. It's this portrait right here that they have like from the Ultimates, and I will give a in-close picture because somebody asked for pictures, so I'm gonna do a little bit of pictures so y'all can see that in-close picture of it. But I'm going to go with the classic electrocuted spiked mask that I love, that you see right here. I believe Daniel Bell did this statue. There's real cable, copper, wiring here. The housing is fantastic, so he must be inside some industrial area that conducts electricity. See, because Electro is one giant battery, and he's able to store the energy in and then dissipate the energy. Early on, they used to have wiring in his costume, and I think the mob paid for him to get enhancements and all this other stuff. And his story has been retconned so much. I got to give a shout out to Jamie Foxx, because for a long time Electro is a white character, and Jamie Foxx actually did him in the Ultimates universe. The Electro looks like he's a black character. He's not. He's still a white character. But I thought that race transcended the character, because Jamie Foxx gave an actual great depiction. I believe his name is Max Dillon, of Max, and gave a great depiction of Electro for me. that Amazing Spider-Man, it was fantastic. I thought it was a great job on a character that I love, and that's the story that I got besides my youthful story. But this character changed the way that I looked at the Rogue Squadron of Spider-Man. You know, like his the Rogue Gallery, the Rogue Squadron. Think about the video game, the Rogue Gallery of Spider-Man. I really look at it differently. You know, he's part of the Sinister Six, and he's never truly had his one epic story like Kraven's Last Hunt. You know, something that you can really sink your teeth in. And I hope Marvel and Disney actually get together with Sony and gives this character that actual deep story that is needed, because I think his powers is underrated. But let's get into this statue. Let's get into everything this statue is about. The real wiring, excuse me. The real wiring really sets this statue apart from other statues. You have that the belt, the costume, the colors. Everything is textured down to the outline, like he's in a comic book with the dark shaded outlines of the character. You have the blacks. Inside each black, there's like a rubber lining. Like he's insulated, like the suit is insulated. The Electro bolts here coming all the way down to the stitching on the outside. This statue is underrated, completely underrated, and I think it's a top-notch statue, especially when it comes to Spider-Man. This statue is a must-have, especially if you're capturing all the Sinister Six and having your Spider-Man being shown. He was definitely one of the ones I needed the most, and then I will go into the rest of Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery, but I had to start it off with my boy from the Sinister Six, XM Studios Electro. Well, this is the part in the video when I'm going to ask you to like, follow, and subscribe, and hit that join button. Hit that join button. You heard that little hiccup right there? Hit that join button. It's down at the bottom. And also, go to lordsofgaming.net where you can see all the episodes of KOS, Last Word with Lord Cognito and Ebontis. And also, go to see old episodes of Iron Lord's podcast. Today's a tongue twister day, and I'm not going to leave that in there so you guys can have a joke or two about it later on. But I'm telling you, we have huge stuff coming. New merch coming, and I have more statues that are going to be shown, especially in the vein of Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. I have a huge XM Studios Spider-Man collection, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. Stick around, look at this statue in all its glory, listen to some dope music, and next week I might give you something a little bit scaly and in a lab coat. Stay collecting.
Boom.
By this act, I rule.